sad when they don't help people.
Yes and no, because you can be happy and be meaningful at the same time, but you can also be happy and not be meaningful.
I think there is a difference between a happy life and a meaningful life. I think that you can have a happy life that doesn't have a lot of meaning, as in you don't do anything really for society, but you live a happy life with your loved ones. And I think you can have a meaningful life that's not happy. I think you can give a lot to charity, and you can do a lot for society, and you can be a great person and do amazing things and still go to bed at night unhappy with yourself. And I feel like there are a lot of people that do live that life where they do a bunch of things. They're movie stars and they help charities and they help people and they go to Africa and they build homes, but they still go home and they don't feel like their life has meaning. So that's why they search for these meaningful things. So I feel like, yeah, there is a difference between a happy life and a meaningful life, and I think it's a lot more common than people would think.
No, I feel like personally, my life will only be happy if it's meaningful. I don't personally think that there's a difference between a meaningful life and a happy life, but I can see how somebody would think there is, because they might be 100% happy having, quote, no meaning to their life, which is kind of sad, but like I wouldn't personally.
Alright, is a meaningful life different from a happy life? I would say no. I think that both of those aspects are correlated. It's important that somebody defines exactly what they mean in their own lives. Life is a journey, and it's truly an individual experience, and you need to realize first what is meaningful. You have to determine if you want to work towards that, and I think ultimately happiness is a product of trying to live a meaningful life. But it's important that you define exactly what that is. So I would say the attempt to live, the pursuit of living a meaningful life is what brings happiness.
I think that having a meaningful life is a component of having a happy life, but I definitely think that you can have a meaningful life and still not be happy. So I think that there is definitely a difference between the two.
Okay, so is there a difference between a happy life and a meaningful life? That's the question.
I heard her.
I'm usually happy if he doesn't act like that, so...
That's pretty meaningful that you said that.
You can have a meaningful life by doing things, paying things forward for people, and doing things that don't cost anything is a meaningful life, but you can be happy at the same time.
I'm going to answer it, and here it is.
Oh my God.
It is impossible to be happy without having meaning.
Oh, isn't that philosophical?
I'm pretty happy, and she means the world to me. So that's why I live my life full of meaning, happily. So they're the same.
That's a hard question. One can be happy without being meaningful as they journey through their path in life. And one can have a meaningful life and not be very happy. So the happiest people I know are doing something that they enjoy as their profession. And if that helps people, then it becomes meaningful. And that's probably the best of both worlds.
Okay, the difference between happy life and meaningful life is happy life you achieved what you want to achieve through your education and make enough money to enjoy your life. Meaningful life is that you use that experience of education, money, and help out other people so they can achieve better life, do volunteer work, help other people out. That's meaningful life. There is a difference between happy life and meaningful life. Yeah, someone can have both, happy and meaningful life.
After asking several people if there's a difference between a happy life and a meaningful life, I got several different answers. However, there was no pattern in answers with regard to age, gender, or hometown. It seemed that each person had their own take on a happy life and a meaningful life, and also if there was a relationship between those. This chart gives a visual representation on how age or gender did not affect the viewpoints on the question, is there a difference between a happy life and a meaningful life? Martin Seligman's authentic happiness theory can be interpreted to support the claim that a happy life and a meaningful life are different. In the theory, in order to be happy, one must lead the pleasant life, the good life, and the meaningful life. There needs to be a mix of these to be happy. Well, if someone leads a meaningful life but not a pleasant life and a good life, happiness is not achieved. The aspect of this theory that is disagreed with is that one cannot have a happy life without a meaningful life.